And we are live. Hi, everybody. So, if you follow me on Blue Sky, and if you're subbed to the VODs channel, you'll see that we are starting a new adventure that is fairly famous amongst Final Fantasy fans and even just RPG fans in general. For the longest time, I hear legends of how good this game was, but it was either locked to the PlayStation 1 or the PSP version. Apparently there is a mobile version of the PSP version, but I feel like if I played that, my phone would probably overheat my hands and cause my hands to combust or something. I don't know. But sometime last year, I forget the exact time, but it was during a State of Play where we finally had gotten a trailer and release of this game being remastered and put out to the general gaming populace. That game being Final Fantasy Tactics. So I'm playing the Ivalice Chronicles, and I am going to play it on the version that's got the full voice acting, so it will be with the graphics that are admittedly on the more like smeared pixel side of things, but oh well. Like, I want to hear the voice acting because from the bits that I've heard, the voice acting is really, really good. So, no, I want to toggle that on. Anyway, yeah, so here's the thing about me, chat. I've been on record in saying this. I have been not a Final Fantasy player in my time with JRPGs. I've mostly been a Dragon Quest guy, but I have been curious about this one because I hear the story is just outstanding. And moreover, when I saw that this game got announced, sometime on Twitter, and I'm going to keep calling it Twitter because fuck you, Musk, the director and head writer of the game had put out a statement regarding the re-release of this game in its remastered format, and I'm going to read it all to you. I'm going to read that to you now because, frankly, it's one of those statements that definitely puts a first impression as to the reasoning behind the game's writing as it was at the time, and how oddly strong it is now. Like, well, not oddly, but how absolutely poignant it is nowadays. Yeah, that's the word. Like how much it feels like it can relate to the feelings of the modern day. So I'll just read out the statement from Yasumi Matsuno, and we can get into the settings here. I know I immediately like having display speaker names in cinematics. That's pretty nice. All right, so yeah, the Tactics remaster happens, released sometime last year, and it got a lot of praise for being a new way that people can experience this story and the characters in it. And then after the announcement, Yasumi Matsuno wrote about the theme, one of the themes, pretty much a major theme of the game being inequity and division regarding the game's politics. Because yes, this game does have some politics in it. A good helping of it even. So what the statement is this. Nearly 30 years ago, the collapse of Japan's bubble economy engulfed the nation's financial institutions in mountains of bad debt, triggering a wave of corporate bankruptcies, a sudden and extreme rise in unemployment rates, and stagnation of Japanese society as a whole. It was an era where many were robbed of hope, when dreams were measured by their price tag. Against this historical backdrop, I crafted a story. It was the story of Ramza, a young man who fought tirelessly against the entrenched social class system. It was the story of Delita, who sought to take advantage of this confusion and despair to advance his own social position. It was a story of peculiar destiny, in which friendship and betrayal intertwine. And now, at the time, 2025, a time when inequity and division are still deeply rooted in our society, I offer this story once again. The will to resist is in your hands. So, yeah, the fact that the head writer and director of the game just full bore puts that statement out as to the inspiration that made this game's story a reality, was like, oh fuck, this might be something I need to check out, because yeah, it makes sense, because the Japanese bubble economy that Matsuno is referring to was where in the 80s Japan had seen a large amount of economic growth, but then when the bubble popped, the economy and most of the things surrounding that, so like employment rates and people's ability to even, make enough to make ends meet, just collapsed. And if you didn't have a good product idea that could be sold at a premium, you're basically not able to do anything with it. And that created a really bad divide in people that were just wanting to be able to find work that could afford living for themselves, and those at the top that were pretty much the people that benefited the best from the bubble economy and never really suffered from the collapse of it. At least that's my understanding of it. Please, for anybody that does know the history, please correct me, but that's at least my understanding of it. But yeah, that was a very interesting thing to see from the director of the game, just being that open about the inspirations behind this game being the economic and political situation in Japan, informing upon the ideas of the story here. So fair to say, once that came up, I was like, oh fuck, I need to play this game. This seems really, because I just hear the story's really good, and I hear that a lot of its themes and concepts regarding classism and the general divide of classes and the disregard that the top 1% of any given at any given society will tend to have, as far as like contempt even towards the lower rung people. I'm like, oh shit, this game's gonna get into that, like into that kind of nitty gritty. All right, I want to see what the story's got, because it sounds like a really good story. So yeah. Besides that, I'm not too familiar with the gameplay style of Tactics. I've played Tactics Advanced on the Game Boy Advance, and I can get an understanding of it because I also played Tactics Ogre, or one of the Tactics Ogre games, which is kind of the same style to this as well. And Fire Emblem, of course, I'm a Fire Emblem fan, but I'm not going to say like, oh, I play Fire Emblem, I know exactly how this is going to play. No, I definitely am not going to know how this will play to the T. I really hope a tutorial can help me out on that front. I also know apparently Cloud is in this game, like as an unlockable character. Don't know thing one about how to get him. Not sure if I will get him in this playthrough, but I mean, it's an option. I also hear that you can apparently name your units here, so I am probably going to name some after people. I'm definitely going to have to name one after Lilith and Combo and, people that I know that would be cool with it. So, or viewers, or, recent subs or followers. It's an idea. But for now, I'm probably just going to play this as full and regular as possible. Yes, voice language, English, sound effects, that's all fine. I'll lower this in case we don't want to blow our ears out. Lower all this stuff down to like 80, I think. It's a shame I can't really test the voices like how you could in Octopath, but oh well. I think all that's fine. Sound visualization. Choose whether to display a sound wave visualization on both sides of the screen to support the scenes of hearing. I don't need that, but that's a neat idea. But I think this is fine for now. If I need to adjust them, I can adjust them. The game will start with these settings. All right. So, I know in particular what got people excited regarding this is that you technically have two versions of this game you can play, which is the remastered version that has the voice acting and the smoothed over graphics, and then you have the original version with the more true to regular form pixel art with no voice acting, but also has the PSP version translation. So that's pretty cool that you can have that option, but I'm going to just go with the Ivalice version because it has the voice acting. And yeah. Oh, something else that I learned about from this game that I actually really, really like, and I wish future RPGs of the similar caliber take into note. Please have the ability to give us story recaps, because not all of us can play games in super, like, consistent strings of days, and also some days we just forget particular details on, like, why character A is at location B with character C. And so having a timeline of events really helps that, and this game's got that, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you. So that's pretty cool. It helps for recaps. So yeah, with that said, let's start this. The enhanced version is based on the original 1997 release of Final Fantasy Tactics, but features full voice acting, additions and adjustments to dialogue, and animated character portraits to provide a more immersive way to experience the story. This version also boasts higher resolution graphics with an updated user interface, along with improved controls and optimized game balance, making it an ideal choice for returning players and newcomers alike. And yes, like, despite my, like, I bought this on the PlayStation Store far before the Sony bullshit came out, so this is the PlayStation 5 version. You know, it was what I had. I used a gift card to get it, so yeah, that's my deal. Cycle main tab, cycle sub tab, cycle main tab. Additional functions, view details, confirm, all pretty regular. Yeah, let's do it. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to breast. In sword etched he his fading memories. In stone his tempered skill. By sword attested, by stone revealed. Their tale can now be told. All right. The Zodiac Brave story. I saw the Scorpio, or I saw like the whole Zodiac thing on the bottom corner for the loading screen. All right, let's do this. New game. Okay, so Squire mode features easier battles, allowing you to concentrate on the story. Night mode is carefully balanced, allowing you to experience the thrill of battle. And Tactician is the hardest. I'm gonna go for Night, but if I have to change the Squire because I'm just not getting something, or if RNG decides to completely stub my toe into a coffee table, yeah. Solar calendar. Enter my birthday. Well, I'm a November baby, and my birthday's on the 20th. Okay. Oh, that's really neat. We have a translation of IRL birthdays to in-universe calendars. That's cool. So in the Ivalice calendar, I'm a Scorpio 28. Neat. Let's do this.
I am Arazlam J.D. For the greater part of my life, I have been a student of Ivalice's middle age. You are familiar with the War of the Lions, no? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two. Here we first find mention of Delita Hyrule, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a tale of great renown, familiar to all who dwell within our land. But, as we well know, what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man, Ramza Beowulf, the youngest son of House Beowulf, famed for producing leaders of men. There is no official record of the role he played on history's stage. However, according to the Jurai papers, which had long lain concealed in church archives, this forgotten young man was in fact the true hero. The church maintains he was a heretic of the highest order, an inciter of unrest, who blasphemed the gods and profaned the godly. Which of these two accounts is to be believed? Join me now in my search to uncover the answer, the truth.
I love the way that these pre-rendered cutscenes look too. The cinematics here. All right. Just making sure everything's balanced audio-wise. God, 1997, the original is going to be like 20 years... No, 30 years old. Next year. Oh, the chocobos, I like them. I like the little chocobo helmets, it's cute. This kind of pastel watercolor look going on with this game's cinematics is so nice.
O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Lady Ovelia, it is time.
I'll not be much longer, Agrius.
Actually, I should probably have auto go off in case an ad break happens during a cutscene, which has happened before.
Your escort has already arrived.
Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry.
Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour.
Gafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend, but you would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries.
I see even the noble Order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not to expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the Order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way.
The Father watch over you, child.
And you, Elder.
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
You got Tanner's men?
We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Ramza? You above getting paid to do a job?
I'm a knight no longer. Just another sellsword.
Right then. To battle.
Okay, so we're mercenaries escorting a princess.
Deliver us, O Lord.
They bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Goltanna must be mad.
You there, wench. It is useless to resist. You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours.
A head on a sword? These swords of Goltanna lack wits, one and all.
In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gafgarian.
Mayhap you could, but there's no money to be made in that. Lad, Ramza, with me.
All right, first fight.
Kill them all! Leave no man standing!
You would have us slaughter them? Are you mad? Kill them here, and you'll have played into Duke Goltanna's hands. We need only put them to rout.
I find dead men rout more easily.
It's time.
All right, controlling Ramza. In the first battle, you can only control Ramza. When Ramza's turn comes, he may move once and perform one ability. If you select wait, he will take no further action and end his turn will end. On the left side of the screen is the combat timeline. Each unit will act according to their place in the timeline, indicated by the number. One is displayed for units whose turn it is to act. Or, I guess, yeah, one. Hold L2 and press up or down to scroll through the combat timeline and view information on each unit. Oh, that's really handy! Also, ad break in 4.5 minutes. To reposition the active unit, select move. All right, pretty self-explanatory. Can I change the camera to be like overhead? No, but that's fine too. Let's go here. Abilities. Abilities in battle. From the abilities menu, you may command the unit to attack with the currently equipped weapon or perform an ability it has learned. The attack command is the most basic form of offense. Its range varies according to the weapon. Abilities have made some abilities healing. Yeah. Metal. Comprises the essential battle abilities of the Squire's fundamentals and additional techniques unique to Ramza. Oh, I can throw rocks at people? Okay. Attacks by ramming an adjacent unit and has a chance of knocking it back. The damage dealt varies greatly. We'll wait. Now, if I might be understanding this right, having my back to the enemy is a really bad idea, so I'm just going to do that.
You're done for. What?
Oh, shit.
Onward.
And yeah, you have to think about tile arrangements. Tile arrangements and the range of attacks when you select things.
Now is the time.
I won't give up.
Oh, nice evade.
Whatever it takes.
Nice parry. Harry the Platypus.
Dodge this.
Oh, okay, so does elevation play a factor into this? Huh. Okay, so I guess elevation only plays a factor... is only a factor in things after a certain amount of distance or elevation of a particular tile. Okay. Throw stone at this guy.
Right then.
That should work. Is he stealing my kills?
Divine will unencumbered, by darkness empowered. Shadow Blade. A bitter defeat.
He's stealing my kills and taking my experience, I think. If that's how this works.
I have you.
Ready.
Okay, wonderful. There's a pause battle button. Because the ad break is going to happen in about 30 seconds. Ah, she really said fuck this guy in particular.
Let me think.
Alright. Okay, so it only pauses after a character takes their turn. So, ad break's actually about to start, so we're going to go into 3 minutes with no pre-rolls after for an hour, so hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. Alright. I do like that I can pause these, but I would like if it just kind of paused the gameplay itself instead of just pausing just before a turn is over, or pausing when another turn begins, but oh well. Worse things, you know. And plus, when I gain control over other units, this probably won't be as much of a problem. Alright, so this first fight's done, and I got to throw one rock.
No. Lady Ovelia.
They were a distraction.
This
Yep.
way. Hurry up. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you.
You've quite a mouth on you, princess.
Hold there!
I think not. If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the father.
This cannot be.
Delita. He lives. But why does he serve under the banner of Duke Goltana? I do not understand.
So far, the voice acting is pretty nice.
Records of the hero Delita Hyrule
first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw Ivalice paying enormous reparations and ceding vast swathes of land to Ordalia, the victors. Knights and sellswords returned from the front to find their homes razed and loved ones slain. Compounding their woes, they were denied pay for their service and stripped of their livelihoods. This ill treatment led many to abandon their fealty to the crown and the nobility. Once loyal soldiers became rogues and traitors, donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of these, the city of Garland, too, saw its share. It was there that our tale began, a year earlier.
Okay, so a massive war happened and reparations were paid to the victor, but due to the reparations being paid...
Did you hear? Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Egros.
Due to the reparations as well as the general destruction of the warfare, soldiers were going home to their hometowns, but their hometowns were either in destitution or their whole families were just gone. And they also were not going to be paid and given any commendations for the services that they put in, whether they were a mercenary or a soldier. And due to that, they went straight to thievery. That's how it is, I guess. I don't know the history of this 50-year war. I feel like that could be a game in itself, but yeah, so that's the idea.
The Corpse Brigade again.
'Tis long past the hour for drills. What is happening, I wonder? Delita, what do you suppose this is about?
I could hazard a guess.
Okay, so we're in a flashback of things.
Oh? Do tell.
I think Duke Larg is coming to Garland.
Duke Larg? Why?
Not just the Duke. The Marquis Elmdor de Limbri, too.
That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit.
All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few.
And they mean to bolster their numbers with us.
All right, everybody, fall in!
Okay, so this order has been assembled to essentially take down, to bring into reign the chaos of all these former soldiers and sellswords turning to banditry, and this is where Ramza and Delita come in. At least that's how yeah.
The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise.
Except the brigands themselves are people that were horrifically wronged due to them being people that did serve their nations, but were basically told to fuck off and not given any money. So, not given any kind of compensation for their service whatsoever. So, yeah, they're understandably pissed.
Among them, the Corpse Brigade. A seditious lot with a grudge against the very crown they had served. Rogues such as they must be dealt with. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade. An operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard. This will leave Egros Castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. Remember, you represent the Academy itself. Noble or otherwise, your actions reflect upon us all. Fight with honor and trust in your steel. Twould seem the time to take up arms is already upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves routed by our knights flees here to Garland, where the bustling streets will only aid their escape. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed.
Let's be on our way.
Guest units. At certain points in the story, guest units will join Ramza's army. These guest units will participate in battle, but they will act of their own accord and cannot be given any instructions. Good to know. So Ramza's likely going to go under an awakening of like, oh, the aristocracy and higher-ups of our nations had completely screwed over the people that served them, even though they had gone through horrific things and lost their families in the aftermath. That's... Oh, this is going to be an interesting revelation. You may navigate the world map. Okay. While on the world map, press square to display a list of locations. From there, you can choose your next destination and view the types of stock. Oh, that's wonderful. So if I'm like, oh, hey, I want characters to get new, like, hats or armor, that's awesome. What do they have here? Can't see yet. Oh, even for battlegrounds? Ooh, that's so nice. I actually like that a lot. I wonder if there's random well, I wonder if there's map encounters in this game that are like grind levels. Place up to 5 units. All right. Battle positions. Where they start at battle before combat begins, you must decide which units to place and where. For battles that are part of the main story, Ramza cannot be removed. Okay, so Ramza's just in place no matter what. Like he's in his spot. When selecting your party, move the cursor to a unit and press triangle to view its status screen. From here, you can change the unit's job and equipment. Oh, right, there's a job system in this game. I hear there's a lot of jobs you can pick. Hold R2 to switch to tactical view. Okay, so that's my top-down. Got it. We're gonna put... Let's see, what do we got? We have Squire, Chemist, Squire, Chemist. What does a Chemist have? A Chemist has... Chemist job command enables use of healing items in battle. Okay. And we only have Squire or Chemist as the jobs to pick, but we've got, let's see, 6, 13, 20 jobs. Wow. That's a lot. Okay, start with a dagger. Combat set? I'm guessing that might be like abilities you equip. Fundamentals, we saw that earlier. All right. Well, I think we should have...
Fan calls.
Put one chemist here. He said 5 units.
Ready.
Put a chemist here. Put a squire here. And a chemist here. I think that works.
To battle. What have we here? Little moppets, is it? Our luck's turned for the better. All right, lads. Cut through these and we're as good as fled. Make quick work of them. And don't be leaving those squealers behind.
Ready.
My turn, is it?
Oh, job experience. Okay. Wait, then what was the number that popped up when that guy, the knight, was attacking
Careful,
the other
Ramza.
guys?
Remember, the well-aimed thrust pierces the mail.
Don't patronize me, Delita. We Beowulfs know our way around the battlefield. Beowulf, was it? Heir to the noble house, Beowulf, I'd wager. Looks like we have ourselves some apprentices from the academy. Well, highborn moppets are still moppets. Lay down your arms or die clutching them. None will mourn your passing. Is that right? You're in far over your little heads.
I don't have throw rock. Darn it. Okay. We'll wait up here. Controlling allied units. In addition to Ramza, you can also command allied units sent into battle. Instruct them wisely to ensure you emerge victorious. Oh my god, victorious, just like the Nickelodeon show. Alright, you go back up to Lita. What do you have? Fundamentals. Oh, you have Throw Stone, but Ramza doesn't. Interesting. Expected outcomes. Once you have selected an ability and a target, the expected outcomes will be displayed. Use this to predict what effect your actions might have before you make your decision. Yeah. And a unit raises its level by earning experience. When a unit gains a level, such as... Okay, yeah. The rate at which the various attributes grow depend on the unit's job and time of gaining a level.
I've earned this.
And unit raises job level by earning job experience. Different job units, different job experience levels. Yeah. Okay. So increased job experience, more jobs become available. Got it.
Where to?
I want my chemist to be far back. Actually, because Delita's up there. You wait.
Leave it to me.
And then you go back up to Delita. Adds the evasive commands. Oh.
Whatever it takes.
We'll do that, actually.
Me then.
Do I gain job experience just by... even by being attacked? Huh. Oh wait, that was probably for the enemy.
I have you now!
And so it ends.
I must keep moving forward.
I've done it! I've done it! I've struck somebody down! Oh hey, my job's leveled up.
I'll handle this.
It's very interesting that chemists specifically seem to only use items in battle. Interesting balance idea. Throw a stone at this guy. That should take him out.
This could be it.
Okay, maybe he's not supposed to die yet.
This is going well. Nothing can stop me.
Oh, it's scary that the enemies can level up. Do that.
How to proceed? What's next?
And you're gonna heal up this Edmund guy. I wonder what happens. Okay, nothing.
Ready.
Just curious about if whether or not the the 3 hearts thing meant I could take them down, like, take them down like that or not, but I guess not. I think that may just be an amount of turns before the enemy's dead completely.
It's time.
I'm gonna see something. Hold on. Do back attacks give more damage or do more damage? Don't notice a difference on that.
My efforts are rewarded.
Petronilla.
Sorry, my friends.
Not bad at all.
Alright, you're hurting, so I'm gonna put you over here. And face that way. So it doesn't seem like back attacks really do much more with damage.
Where to?
You heal up.
I needed that.
Me then.
I'm not ready.
I'll not be outdone.
My turn.
And this should end the fight. There we go.
Defeat.
Why persist in such folly? Honest work would see them die old in bed. Yet they choose instead this early grave.
It's because they don't have a choice. Like, and likely also the quote honest work might not be able to sustain them at all because they aren't going to get paid enough at all. Ooh, mithril knife. We've killed a bunch of bandits.
Barbeneth Beowulf, a great hero who had attained the distinguished title of Knight Gallant, approached the hour of his death.
What news of the war?
The Order has struck a great blow. Limbri is ours once more. 'Tis but a matter of time ere the Ordalians withdraw from Seltenia. All goes as planned, Lord Father. Be not troubled.
The envoy dispatched to treat with Advocate Lenario returned this night past.
Ah, I know that voice. Hi, Ben Starr. I know that voice anywhere. I love that Ben Starr is getting a lot of stuff in. Like, he's great. Love Ben Starr. He's awesome.
He has agreed to your proposal, Lord Father.
Yep.
Good. Very good. Then the war will die with me.
Father.
There now, Alma. Do you want my last memory to be of your tears?
Where is that Ramza? He should be here at your side.
Zalbag, Dystag, you are dear to me. But Ramza is no less so, though he be not the issue of the womb that bore you, my sons. Still my blood courses through his veins. Watch after him.
Oh, Ramza's an illegitimate kid. Oh.
Lord Father!
You forget yourself, Ramza.
You have come. Good. Let me look upon your face once more.
Lord Father.
How long has it been? You've grown into a fine young man. I would hear of your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Ramza. For generations, we Beowulfs have stood foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the night. Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from the true path. You will know the path you must walk. A Beowulf can walk no other.
I will not fail you, father.
Your friend, Delita. He is a good boy. He is low-born, but he can serve you well. I've made arrangements for him to enter the academy. You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face. In the years ahead, you will need someone whom you can trust. You could do far worse than Delita.
As you say, father.
Take care of your sister. And show these brothers of yours what it is. What it is to be a knight.
Your brothers are massive assholes. Show them what it's like to not be mid. Show them your true protagonist powers. Alright. Main menu. By pressing bet while on the world map opens the main menu, which contains the following. Units, inventory, chronicle. Yes, the chronicle. That's gonna be so handy. First, try opening the menu and visiting the unit screen, where you may equip your party with weapons, armor, and assign abilities. From the unit section of the main menu, you can use Set as Favorite to have your favorite units appear at the top of the list. Alright. Move the cursor and press X to view status. From there, you may learn more about the unit. Equip it with weapons and armor, learn and assign abilities, change its job, and more. You can change the order in which your units appear by pressing square to move them one at a time. Units can also be registered by favorites. Okay.
Making preparations. Need something?
Okay, so this is where we can check our guest units. Oh, that's so nice! Oh, I love this. I love this display. Alright, but I want to see the chronicle real quick. Here you can view all the equipment and consumable items. Okay, we got one mithril knife. The chronicle provides a wealth of knowledge that allows you to deepen your understanding of the world and story. So...
within lie many historical records.
Okay, so Ramza, a knight apprentice of the Royal Military Academy in Garland, hailing from Aegros? House Beowulf has long been a respected military family. Yeah, inferiority to the trueborn. So yeah, Ramza is not, like, of his dad's wife. At least that's what I'm reading into it. Okay, so Dice Darg is the eldest. The eldest is a trusted retainer of Duke Larg, and Zalbag is the current lord of the commander of the... Okay, so Ramza would... So, like, Ramza's under his one of his older brother's rules. And Delita, childhood friend and knight apprentice. Born of a farming family in Aegros. Okay. Or Eagros. Or Egros. Egros? I think it must be Egros. Okay. So there was a plague, and they were taken in by a lord's family. And you're the youngest sister. You're the oldest brother. Yeah. You're the commander of the knights. Okay, so you're Duke Larg. Nice haircut. Liege Lord of Galleon and true-born brother of Queen Luveria, wife of King wife of King Ondoria III. Known as the White Lion due to his House of Standard, the Duke's lordship and familial connections have earned him a reputation as the most powerful man in Ivalice. House Larg is a branch of the Akasha? Yeah, Akasha royal family and can trace its roots to King Denamda. Yeah, Denamda II, the monarch responsible for the 50 Years' War. Oh. Duke Larg served as a general in the closing stages of that conflict, and today possesses command authority over the Order of the Northern Sky, said to be the mightiest army in the kingdom. Okay. And this is Goltana. Okay, so Goltana is the ones responsible... Or, yeah, Goltana's line, or the lines of Denamda is responsible for the 50 Years' War, but we don't know the actual cause of it. We'll probably learn that soon. Marquis Eldor. We have not met this guy yet. Liege Lord of Limberry. Marquis Eldor battled fearlessly against the Ordalian army when it invaded Ivalice in the later days of the 50 Years' War. Okay, so Ivalice is where we're currently at, or Ordalian is a separate area completely from Ivalice. Got it. Brightly metallic armor and long silver hair, of course, because silver hair. And Knights Gallant, so Ramza's father. Okay. And this is the current monarch. The 18th monarch in the Akasha line. Yeah, Akasha. Ondoria III was crowned king after Denamda IV's death from illness in the final days of the 50 Years' War. In stark contrast to his predecessor who had led his own troops in the battle, Ondoria III is frail, weak-willed, and generally ill-suited for his position. In fact, many historians point to his poor leadership as one of the primary factors behind Ivalice's defeat. Okay, so a strong ruler died of illness, and then a very piss-poor king comes along, loses, and then has to pay reparations to likely this other separate land that Ivalice started conflict with. I don't know. Well, actually, we don't know. Well, the king, Denamda II actually started the war. So yeah. Moderns. Okay, so this is our guy. This is our scholar. Okay. Ivalice, a kingdom ruled by the Akasha royal family. Its capital is Lysalia. Okay. So this Akasha royal family, capital is Lysalia. Was kind of a separate statehoods kind of thing, kind of like Warring States period Japan. But now it's essentially a normal kingdom. It's a unified kingdom under fiefdoms instead of like separate states vying for one control. Galleon, Fovoham, Lysalia, Lionel, Limberry, and Zeltenia. Okay. Okay, Ordalia. Land border along the province of Zelmonia. Its capital is Viura. Though the two nations share a royal bloodline, conflict erupted between them over succession to the Ordalian throne, which manifested. Okay. In the closing. Okay, so a succession war caused the 50 Years' War to happen. In the closing stages for the half-century of bloodshed, Viroy VI was succeeded by Leonard, who rules to this day. Okay. Romanda. Military nation situated to the northwest of Ivalice, across Rana Strait. The Rana Strait through the 50 Years' War. Okay. So, Ordalia has access to a Spartan warrior nation. And Galeon is where Ramza is currently situated, with Duke Larg ruling over it, and the Order of the Northern Sky essentially acting as its military. Yeah. Hopefully I don't have a GPA. I hope I don't have a GPA on the history of this place by the end of it all. And then this is the Royal Military Academy, where people get taken in on that front. Fought over succession of the Yordalian throne, dragging neighboring nations into fighting. Okay, so Ivalice got dragged into, or no, not, they didn't drag into it, but they were like one of the main players between, okay. So why would Ivalice care about the Yordalian throne succession unless Ivalice had a stake in the... I guess that might be it. Ivalice had a stake in the succession for Ordalia, and then other nations that weren't related to that got dragged in. Yeah. Ruling class swelled, and the soldiers that tried to go home were left poor and unpaid for their duty, for their service. Yeah. The epithet of Duke Goltana, liege lord of Zeltenia. It is derived from Goltana family crest. Yeah. And then White Lions. Okay, so there's 4 great knightly orders, and Northern Sky is one of them. Got it. And group of outlaws, the Corpse Brigade. Oh, crystals, gleaming jewels left behind by living beings upon death that harbor the power of the soul. They can impart vitality as well as the knowledge of the departed to those who touch them. Oh!
I'll be waiting.
Oh boy. And State of the Realm
may have many facets.
Ivalice's defeat in the 50 Years' War has left the kingdom in turmoil, with murder and banditry rife in every region. One notorious band of outlaws, the Corpse Brigade, has terrorized Galeon, prompting Duke Larg to set the Order of the Northern Sky to eradicate them in an operation of grand scale. Not oppression, well, probably also, yeah, no, also oppression. In an operation of grand scale. As part of the effort, Ramza and his fellow knight apprentices were ordered, yeah. So that's what we just did.
What did these people think? What compelled them?
And these were also, wait, oh, we can replay cutscenes! Oh, that's actually really fucking handy!
By all means.
Ooh. That's actually really cool. Queen Loveria Atkasha. Okay, we skipped her somehow. Wife of King Ondoria III of Ivalice and true-born sister to Duke Larg. Okay, so Larg is like brother to her. Loveria became queen at 20 years of age and gave birth to 3 sons. Her first 2 children died shortly after birth, leaving the infant prince Orinus as the only heir to the throne. The king's ill health has left him distant from affairs of government, making the queen the de facto ruler of Ivalice. Okay. Saint Adora Glabados. Okay. But we don't have a portrait of Glabados, even though he's considered like child of God levels of reverence. Or considered with child of God reverence. Oh, sank into the sea. Okay, so he got arrested as a martyr because he preached a new type of kingdom that the major religion at the time did not like, and then he got released when that first order sank into the sea. Huh.
I'll be waiting.
All right. Well, that pretty much puts a... Yeah, options, save. Okay, this is where we can save our game. Cool. Save. There we go. Okay. That was a lot, I understand, but hey, I like learning lore. I have a lore emote for a reason. From your unit status screen, you can equip it with weapons and armor, assigned abilities, or new change jobs. Yeah, cool. Awesome. I feel like it may be a good idea to level these jobs up just kind of like as we go and maybe change to ones that might be more fitting. So maybe I'll have to change Ramza to a knight at some point.
Yes?
How might I help?
I love the portrait looks in this game. I love this art style. I'm gonna give you the mithril knife. Mithril. Can you equip a second knife? You can. I don't know what that does. Okay, that's enough fucking around in menus. Okay. Only 4, and this is probably like, what, just normal bandits or something? Bandits.
Ready.
I wonder how the Zodiac stuff factors into all this stuff.
Let's have it.
Like, does it actually matter?
I shall do my best.
Forward. Looks like this one's still alive. What do we do with him?
What do you think we do with him?
Right then. Your luck's run out, knave. If ever you had any.
Blast! One of the Order's patrols. The Corpse Brigade. And they've a hostage in their midst.
Our first duty is to defeat the brigands. Rescue the captive.
We must rescue their captive. To do less would be unbecoming of men of the Order.
Protect Argath. Okay, so that's who this person is. So you can select your objectives in each fight. Interesting. Well, probably not each fight, but you have the choice.
And none too soon.
Special units. You will occasionally be joined in battle by special units who act of their own accord and cannot be given instructions. As the main story progresses, these special units may join your party for a time as guests. Furthermore, depending on the conditions of victory, allowing a special unit to be KO'd may result in a game over. Okay.
Heaven's calling me.
Whatever it takes.
Right.
By selecting auto battle from the battle menu, you can instruct. Okay. Issue general instructions of how you want the unit to behave. If you disable auto battle, the selector. Okay. Honestly, I never use auto battle when it comes to RPGs because, like, what I would select would not be what. Like, there's some selections that I'd rather just make myself, you know? I keep forgetting Ramza does not have that ability. Does not have throw rock. Do that. There we go. Throw rock. I wonder, does elevation affect ranged attacks at all? Probably not. Might be overthinking on that front. We'll have you wait, and then I'm gonna have you stand over here.
Leave it to me.
No turning back. Ready for anything?
I love their little hop of like, oh yes, I've leveled up, perfect. Meanwhile, you've got someone bleeding out in front of you.
Here we go. How to proceed?
Oh, Delita's getting his ass beat.
My turn.
Alright, you go back to... hold on. You throw rocks and back up Delita.
Gotta turn this around.
I may need to make somebody an archer. You don't need that healing, actually. Not right now, at least. What I should do is test. Do you have a 2-weapon attack because I equipped another dagger?
Not looking good.
No. So I'm guessing the offhand probably is just better for
Victory
shields.
is mine.
Damn you. Huzzah! Just try and stop me. My time is now.
I wonder if there's a enemy in this game that is equivalent to a metal slime. Like the big experience-giving ones.
Bloody hell.
It's time.
Go back up them. And then you keep throwing rocks. I may need to make this guy an archer.
See that? Here we go.
Now, how far does posting... Okay, wonderful. You go... Oh, you're in the way. Okay, how about... No, probably too short. Yeah. That's fine. No enemies near Delita right now. Oh. Oh, that's nice.
My thanks.
How to proceed? I'll not be defeated.
My turn.
Aww.
Ready. Allow me. Another step on my journey back.
Right then.
Alright, and then throw a rock. Yeah, Belmont looks like I'm making you into an archer. Need at least one range unit.
Easy prey.
Where to?
Attack you. Ow.
Whatever it takes.
It's time.
Alright. Now, can you heal Ramza? Because I'm hurting pretty badly. Thank you.
Are you alright?
Not gonna know your full deal yet, Delita. Delita, but, you know, he healed me. But yeah, from the sounds of it, it seems like there was some genuine corruption that Delita brought to the surface, but he didn't really use it for good. He used it just to gravitate up his own station. Oh, hello. Units becoming chests. When all the hearts above a KO'd unit have disappeared, it may turn into a chest. The unit cannot be revived even after battle. When a unit moves to a tile containing a chest, it will acquire an item. If the deceased unit was a human, the chest will contain one piece of its equipment, chosen at random.
Now or never.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so that's how loot is handled.
My turn.
So you either buy it at shops, or you just take it from enemies that have turned into chests. Huh. And I'm guessing they turn into chests on their turn, pretty much. So if I wanted, I could leave one enemy just kind of alive and then just wait for the enemies to turn into chests, and then... That might be a strat for later when I don't have a guest character or a supporting character that will have their own autonomy.
You're done for.
I'm guessing that might be just a legit strat, too.
Are you alright?
I'll be fine. It is for the Marquis's safety, I fear.
The Marquis? The Marquis Elmdor de Limbri was here.
The very same. And to whom do I owe my gratitude?
We are Knights Apprentice from the Academy at Garreland. We may be able to help you. But first, I would hear more.
My name is Argath, a knight in His Excellency the Marquis Elmdor de Limbri's household.
A knight, you say?
Well, truth be told, I am a knight apprentice like you.
A fellow knight in training, then. I am Ramza Beowulf, and this is Delita Hyrule, my trusted friend.
Beowulf? You're not of the Beowulfs of the Order of the Northern Sky, are you? What fantastic luck! A blessing in the midst of disaster.
What?
The Order can help me rescue the Marquis. It must.
The Marquis is held captive.
The Corpse Brigade captured him, yes, but he still lives. We must act quickly. Should he be killed, I will lose everything. You simply must help me, please! I beg you!
Calm yourself. Who's to say your Marquis is to be killed anyway?
5 minutes till ad break, by the way, heads up.
The Corpse Brigade would not take a man alive save there were value in keeping him so. Of that, you can be sure.
There's little we alone can do against their main host in any case. If the Marquis has been taken hostage, Egros will be in an uproar.
Egros, okay.
Sure of that too.
Okay, Egros. So it is Egros. The A is silent.
And before all else, we will report into Egros. Are we agreed?
Agreed. We'll start there.
All right. Level
Lead the
3.
way.
And okay, so you have swords, knives, staves, other staves, hat. Okay. Outfitter and tavern. Settlements. Each settlement on the world map offers a range of amenities. You can visit the outfitter to buy or sell equipment and items, the tavern to hear the latest rumors, or the Warriors Guild to recruit new units and change the names of your party members. Okay. Each city and castle is home to a chapter of the Warriors Guild where you can recruit new units for your party. Furthermore, with the exception of certain units, allies and friendly creatures can be renamed.
Welcome to the Warriors Guild. How can I help you this day?
Okay, so this is where I could end up You get it up to 50? Holy fuck. Well, I'll hold off on that for now. Until, I don't know, I decide to... I think when I get more job variety, I'll recruit more people.
Next need hands, I'm here.
Taverns are prime locations for gathering information and listening to rumors. Pay one a visit, and you might learn things which few others are privy.
A warm welcome to you, of course.
Corpse Brigade on the rise across the land. Galleon has by no means spared. Wains are struck and pillaged. High-ranking officials taken a sword point. Most of the incidents of these past 6 months are believed to be the work of a company of felons and former sellswords known as the Corpse Brigade. It is oft said the only good brigand is a dead brigand, and the Order of the Northern Sky would take not more than to settle the brigand to see the brigade made corpses for true. But as yet, it is all the knighthood can do to keep the outlaws in check. Yeah. So, Ondoria III is sickly and not very good at ruling. So he's sick, has a fever, and the queen is ruling in duties instead. Okay, here's some history. The beginning of the 50 Years' War can be traced back to the death of Ordalia's King Divan III and his failure to name his successor. His cousin, Valerie IV, was next in line for the throne. However, King Denamda II of Ivalice, uncle to... Oh! That explains Ivalice's involvement. Okay, so the King of Ivalice at the time was the uncle to Divani III, so therefore he wanted to be considered king of Ordalia as well. And so that's when the conflict arose. Okay. However, this was merely a pretense to justify the invasion of the... Yeah, like he goes, oh... Because he's already a king, so why would he need... Like, literally all this is just him going like, oh, I just needed an excuse. Because that's all they really do. That's all they really need, is just an excuse. Or want, rather. Not need, want. Justify the invasion, and formerly an independent state, it has been annexed by... Okay. So Zelmonia was an independent state that got annexed by Ordalia. Okay. Ivalice has since been aiding in province to... Okay. So, Ivalice's inn was going to Zelmonia and being like, hey, you want independence from Ordalia, here's a bunch of stuff that we can provide to you so that you can, you know, help us fight them. Yeah. Okay, well the ad's about to start, so I'll read more into this after the ad break. So 3 minutes, then an hour of no pre-rolls after, so hydrate, stretch, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Okay, so reading more into this. After victory in Zelmonia, the Ivalician army marched on the Ordalian capital of Viura. As fate would have it, Denamda II succumbed to the fatal illness on the road. The momentary confusion among Ivalice's troops gave Ordalia the opportunity it needed to regroup, and Valerie IV succeeded in pushing the Ivalicians back as far as Zelmonia. The resulting impasse would not be broken until the the Romandan army's invasion 2 years hence. Romanda, a powerful military state lying across the Rana Strait, the Rana Strait, marched on Ivalice at the behest of Vauri IV, a blood relation of a Romandan nobility. However, Dinamda II's successor, Dinamda IV, was a fearless warrior, personally leading his men into battle against the combined might of Romanda and Ordalia. This, along with an outbreak of the Black Death in Romanda, forced the Romandan army to withdraw after only 3 years. Okay, so Romanda essentially started working for Ivalice due to a blood tie, but then a plague ran through, and Romanda had to flee because they just couldn't handle fighting along with being sick. 2 military orders worthy of particular mention in this conflict are the Order of the Northern Sky, led by the young Barbaneth. Barbaneth Beowulf? Need to hear it again. Beowulf, that's what it was. Barnabeth Beowulf, who would later claim the title Knight Gallant, and that of the Southern Sky, led by Sidolphus. Hey, there's our Sid, Sidolphus Orlando, also known as the Thunder God. After countless victories at home, these 2 orders have been poised to advance into Ordalia. However, the protracted conflict had begun to take its toll on domestic morale. Peasant uprisings and revolts throughout Ivalice and Ordalia forced both countries to send their troops home to pacify their own citizens, resulting in another stalemate. Oh, so resources got taken away to then, throw to the armies that are thrown at each other, and then the peasantry is really pissed because they likely cannot afford very good food or housing, and then they're like, we need to send our troops back in so that we don't have the peasantry trying to storm our doorsteps. It was Dinamda IV's sudden death by malady that broke the stalemate, although some claim that he was murdered. His successor, Ondoria III, was ill-suited for the throne, and left the governing of Ivalice to his queen and retainers. Okay, so that's, yeah. Without Dinamda IV's leadership, the armies of Ivalice had little prayer of preventing Vauri IV's successor, Prince Leonard, from defeating the troops stationed in Zelmonia and advancing into Ivalice proper. Despite the valiant efforts of the northern and southern orders, Ivalice failed to repel Prince Leonard's invasion of Zeltenia. Ivalice's leaders soon began looking for a peaceful alternative. In the end, both states agreed that prolonging the war would prove mutually detrimental, and a pact was signed allowing each nation to return to addressing domestic strife. An equal peace in name, it was in reality a defeat for Ivalice. The economy of Ivalice was brought to the very brink of ruin as it struggled to pay reparations to its former enemies and to repay the loans taken from neighboring states to fund its war effort. Soldiers returning from the front found themselves without pay, and entire orders of knights were summarily discharged from service. The swelling ranks of the unemployed did little to relieve the people's distrust in the crown and nobility. Yep. Oh, quite a history lesson. Fascinating history lesson, though. I enjoy it. In cities and castles of Ivalice, you will find outfitters, establishments where weapons, armor, accessories, and consumable items can be bought and sold. The stock available differs according to the type of settlement, and new goods may be added to the store as the story progresses.
Welcome. Take as long as you need. Or catch your eye.
Okay, staff and rod. Okay. We're gonna take some leather caps. Oh wait, no, we already have some equipped. Never mind. It is nice that it says equipped on there because then I don't end up buying duplicates. Should buy more of these though.
Are you happy? Thank you for your...
Thank you for your patronage.
Are you happy? Thank you.
Buying another 2 of these. And 1 more of these.
Thank you for... May I be of further...
Was fitting. The fitting option allows you to equip a unit with multiple pieces of gear before deciding to purchase them. Oh, that's really good. Nice art style? Yes, this game does have a very nice art style. Also, hi, Combo. I believe the character designer of this game was the same person that did Bravely Default. Let me just find the Akihiko Yoshida. That's the character designer. He did. I know he did Bravely Default. I know he did this game. Actually, what else has he done? So Akihiko Yoshida, very well-known artist who's worked on Final Fantasy a lot. Yeah, Tactics. Oh, yeah, he did Final Fantasy 12, the DS version of Final Fantasy 3. Basically did all the Final Fantasy Tactics games. Anything else? Yeah, Bravely Default. Character designer for Final Fantasy 14. Really? He was the character designer for Bravely 2nd, too. Okay, I thought he changed art stuff. Oh, wait, no, it was Bravely Default 2 that... Yeah, Bravely 2nd, he was the character designer for that. But then for Bravely Default 2, they changed it to the guy that's been doing Octopath Traveler and other HD 2D games. Also, cool thing is this artist... Akihiko Yoshida also did the character designs for Nier Automata, so we can thank him for 2B and A2. So, yeah, don't forget that one. Feels like it fit into GBA. I mean, considering this was on the PlayStation back in 1997, that makes sense. And then afterwards on the PSP. It's why I went with my model by the Blind Archer. For anybody that is interested in having a portrait or PNG tuber like mine. In the descriptions of the VODs, I always have his card, but also for people watching on Twitch, there's his card that includes his VGen as well as his socials. Please go check out the Blind Archer. He's awesome. Like, very, very fantastic with replicating the Game Boy Advance style.
Don't be a stranger now.
Also, how are you doing, Combo? Hope you're doing well. I was just getting a history lesson about the 50-year war that happened in this setting.
I hear you were decorated for your first victory, Ramza. They sing your praise from on high. You do honor to our name, my brother, and to me.
Doing all right? Glad to hear it. Hope you're also staying warm because this heat wave is a fucking bitch. Like, this heat wave has been horrible. It's been one of the worst that we've gotten in a while. But some positive things to come out of recent stuff is staying cool. Good. So y'all know I do meal preps every week, and I'd like to talk about the recipes I've done. I found, and I will send it to you later, Combo, because it's genuinely good. So, for a little while now, I was trying to find something that I could do with green lentils, because those are the only types of lentils I could find in grocery stores around me. And at first, I tried to do a copycat recipe of a Tasty Eats curry pouch that I really liked. It just wasn't working for me. It would come out really watery and kind of nothing. It didn't taste very good after a while, so I needed to change to something else. I then changed to a lentil coconut milk curry that I was like, oh, this curry looks thick. It looks like it really makes sure the lentils are nice and tender instead of just crunchy. Because like different lentils cook in different time amounts. Like red and black lentils, I believe, typically get tender faster. Green lentils take longer. Some prefer that. I'm neutral on it. Depends on how they're cooked. But for this curry that I did, it was your veggies, so like your bell peppers and your onions mixed in with the lentils, but also thrown in with curry powder, turmeric. Actually, I don't have turmeric, so I had to pretty much go turmeric-less, but it doesn't matter because it was really good. Coconut milk and tomato, like crushed tomatoes, which I actually have homemade crushed tomatoes because at one point my dad had a garden, or my dad's garden had like a complete feast of tomatoes. So he gave me some extra crushed tomatoes that he did himself, and I think that might have enhanced it like even more so. So I did all that, mixed it together, and I've been doling that out this week, and oh my god, I'm so glad I changed to that recipe. I'm so glad I did it, because for one thing, cooking these lentil curries myself is far cheaper in the long run than ever having to buy those pouches. The pouches are good, don't mistake me, but the pouches are like $5 to $6 per pouch. And that adds up really badly. And also not every grocery store that is within my area sells them. Thankfully, Aldi happens to sell green lentils. So you pick up a couple bags of those and you've got food for a while. Because much like rice, lentils, like a cup of lentils can yield about 2 cups or so of cooked lentils for food. So there you go. So that's pretty good. And then for the dinner idea for meal prep, I actually made myself, I boiled up some egg noodles to store for later that I then have with Swedish meatballs that I bought frozen because I was feeling very lazy and did not feel like cooking up my own Swedish meatballs. I did, however, make a gravy sauce that's supposed to go on top of that, and that I am very proud of. So that was my cooking experience over the weekend.
I am glad.
Oh? You would not seem it.
I am. Forgive me. Your words do me far more honor than I have done you. No doubt word has already reached you, but the Marquis de Limbre's carriage was waylaid, and the Marquis taken. What have you in mind to do?
I have already asked Zalbarg to dispatch a squad in pursuit. These brigands must eventually come forth to demand ransom. That is, assuming the Marquis yet lives.
I beg of you, Count Beowulf. Lend me 100 men that I might hunt the Horsens down.
Has Horsens ever been said outside of Final Fantasy 16, maybe? I don't think so.
Please, my lord, grant me the means to avenge my fallen friends.
Mayhap your ears fail you. I said that a squad is to be dispatched.
Is most of the dialogue VA? I'm playing a version of the game that's fully voiced. Because with this version of Tactics, you technically get 2 versions of the game. The first being the Ivalice remaster, which is like the different graphics, different resolution, dialogue changes, and full voice acting. And then the other version, which is like more classic look with the pixelation styles, where it's essentially the PlayStation 1 version, but with the localization of the PSP version. Because the PSP version was the one that improved upon the localization. Because from what I've learned, Final Fantasy Tactics in its original release in 1997 did not have a good localization at all. Like, apparently the story was just not understandable in any capacity. It wasn't until War of the Lions on the PSP that came out later, like however many years after the original, where the story was properly translated and people went, oh, this game's fucking crazy based and good. And then I think it got a mobile version for phones later, and it just kind of was stuck on that for however many years until this came out last year. Which, you know, has this version with full voice acting.
You are not a man of Galleon. Leave her affairs to those of us who are.
But, my lord...
Do not assume to beg favors of me. Let me remind you, Argath, lest you forget your place. You are but another sword, not yet even knighted. The 2 of you will remain here at Egros and serve among the castle guard. You needn't worry. Danger is not like to visit these walls.
And yes, that is Ben Starr from Final Fantasy 16 fame.
My own house was once respected as highly as House Beowulf, you know? At least, until my grandfather was captured during the war, after his fortress was overrun. In hopes of saving his own hide, he divulged intelligence about our forces. Positions, numbers, supply routes, whatever it took, he rendered up to the enemy. He turned traitor, thinking to buy his freedom with the lives of his friends. But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He was not a dozen paces out of the gate when the dagger found his back, killed by some common squire, no more a knight than I. One of his supposed comrades spread word of his misdeeds. My lord father would have none of it, of course. But he was the only one. Our bannerman deserted us. Our reputation ruined. I suppose I had best remember my place. Your lord brother has no reason to lend ear to pleas from the likes of me.
Delita! Delita!
Tidra! Alma! Zalbog!
Ramza, you've come home!
It has been some time, hasn't it, Zalbog?
I heard about Garland. They say you made short work of those brigands. Now you've truly the right to call yourself a Beowulf. Father would be proud.
Thank you, Lord Brother.
You certainly haven't changed. Gods forbid you show a bit of cheer on being praised. And you, Delita, do not think word of your deeds escapes our ears. Your sister's been so full of pride I quite fear she might burst.
Something, I imagine there probably are like things on Etsy or something where you could buy dioramas of this game, because this would be perfect to have on a shelf.
Worry not, my seams have held. Glad to see you looking so well, Delita.
And are you? Have you settled in at school?
Yeah, like God damn it, I wish I had, like, you know, maybe I should get another shelf. But then I'd interrupt my art wall. Someday, if I'm able to actually get to a different place, like I don't hate my apartment currently. I like my apartment. It's just because of the format of how my apartment is, my shelf space is a bit limited, and I'm like, damn it. As much as I'd love to get like a diorama, like one of those fan-made dioramas you could get, or one of those like layered pixel arts. I know you have something like that, Combo. Probably have a field day. Yeah. Like the King of the Hill guy that Combo mentioned, because Combo showed me this. He has this this pixel art diorama of King of the Hill. I think it's just of Hank, Boomhauer, Bill, and Dale on their usual spot going yup. So like this game would be field day at level of that, along with Octopath Traveler or Live Alive. And I'm like, man, God damn it, I would love to have one of those adorning my wall or something, but I just don't have the space. I just don't. And I just bought and a little bit ago, I did buy the Pop-Up Parade Lena Inverse figure that went up for pre-order a little bit ago. So my space is not, and I also got got my first ever build figure, which sounds like, oh, you must have had fun with that. Literally, it was a one for absolute beginners, like the easiest thing possible, which was just a small Kirby one that's meant to be for kids to learn. But as I said to the cashier, every person needs at least one bit of Kirby. Every gamer needs at least one bit of Kirby. Just one. You can get more, but you need one. Lego style? No. So, you know how Gunpla builds have that plastic mesh thing that you pop the pieces off of and then you stick them together, or you use glue or shave off the plastic bits that connect them? It's essentially that. I got one of those for Kirby, and it's just Kirby on the Warp Star. But it's a super, super easy one. Like, really easy. However, I would not say no to a Lego-style Kirby. Could you imagine the Fountain of Dreams from Kirby being made into a Lego set? Or like even the Smash Melee stage of that? That would be badass.
Yes, The others have all been quite kind to me.
Would that we could speak at greater leisure, but there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves.
I understand. Good luck.
Oh, we received a note of ransom from the Corpse Brigade.
What?
Something about it sits unwell with me. They are anarchists, to be sure, bent on bringing down the aristocracy. But they fancy themselves righteous, and prey only on the nobility and those in our employ.
Have you seen the new Steel Ball Run trailer? I did. Well, yes, I did. And I am excited to hear that more Steel Ball Run is coming, and they are going to bring... And the fact that they get the meme of JoJo's Fridays, that's pretty cool. I haven't watched the first episode of Steel Ball Run yet, but I am interested in it because I hear that's particularly where Araki, like, stretches his legs immensely with how JoJo's goes. I also have a seething jealousy for the people at Anime Expo that got to see the first 20 minutes of the Kagurabachi first episode, which, I'm gonna be honest, I think is kind of a dumb format, and I really hope that doesn't catch on. To explain what I'm talking about, so Anime Expo just happened this past weekend, of the weekend of the 4th of July, and for this event that tends to have very major, like, people of the industry, you know, guest at it, they're like, hey, we announced Kagurabachi, the anime adaptation of the very well-liked manga that people like, so how about we do this of taking the first 20 minutes of the first episode, premiering it at Anime Expo, and then taking those 20 minutes to other large conventions like Anime New York City, and having them just premiere it that way up until the series starts airing properly next April. Not like how Steel Ball Run was, was where they're like, let's release the first episode to everybody. It's, no, let's only give you 20 minutes viewing at certain events. I think that's so dumb. Like, do I like the idea of having only one episode available and then the rest of the series airs later? No, but at the very least an episode is available to people to watch it. Instead, they're gonna go like, you gotta go to this thing, and I'm like, what? Fucking why? Like, if you have the first episode, why not just premiere it on the platforms available? I don't know. Like, I'm caught up to Kagurabachi, so I know I'm not getting spoiled for anything. I'm just really excited for that one in particular because it is a genuinely good manga. As much as it got memed on way back when the first chapter came out, it is genuinely good and has some of the purest, best action paneling I've seen in a manga in a long, long time. And the fact that the anime adaptation is being directed by the guy that animated the Rock Lee and Gaara battle way back when in Naruto, that should speak fucking volumes on the pedigree. Like I mean that. Like, that's so, like, the guy that did one of the most famous anime fight scenes ever, the thing that spawned 1 billion AMVs, and now that guy's getting his directorial debut with Kagurabachi. What a fucking era to have, huh?
Indeed. When they took hostages in the past, they demanded only in exchange for their captured brethren. Would such as they truly kidnap the Marquis for want of coin?
Why wouldn't they? They're naught but common footpads. What would they know of honor?
One of the men I dispatched to watch them has not returned. I suspect he learned something of import and was caught for it. However, there are those who do not think some mere spy worth a search party's efforts.
Where was he last known to be?
In Daughter, the merchant city east of Galleon. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull. Wouldn't you agree?
Forgive us, Teacher. It seems we must be leaving sooner than we had planned.
Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I will. Mind your studies. I'll be back before you've even noticed I'm gone. Let's be on our way.
Teacher puts on a brave face, but the truth is not as honeyed as her words.
What do you mean?
She has a hard time of it at school. The others tease her for being lowborn. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sure you have worries enough of your own.
Yeah, there's an extremely, like, one of the major themes here is class divide, like, addressing class divide and how horribly people can be treated due to the caste system.
Teacher will be all right.
Caste and class.
I'm here to look after her.
Then there is naught to worry about. But mind your own limits. You can't be responsible for everything.
Says the brother who never fails to do any and all that is expected of him. Unless you forget, I'm no less a Beowulf than you. It'll take more than a few mean-spirited school peers to get the better of me. But please, don't lose sight of yourself, Ramza. You needn't let your life be ruled by the fact you were born a Beowulf.
I'll just leave some flaming poop bags on their doorstep. Now that's my sister.
Now you're starting to sound like Mother.
Ramza.
All right. I'm uncertain as to how long some of these next moments in the story may be, because, you know, I keep my streams to about 3 hours or so, give or take. So I think maybe after this Merchant City encounter, that might be where we end. Jesus, I feel like 2 hours just blew the fuck by. Oh my god. So it does seem like we can grind, so there may be chances that I grind off stream in fairly small pockets like this. Oh, combo! Since I can rename units in this game and assign them a job, when I find an appropriate job, would you like to be put in this game? Actually, I want to change Belmont to an archer.
Very nice.
Sure, that'd be nice. Awesome. So yeah, we've got 20 jobs here that we can take. And we've got Black Mage, Chemist, Knight, Archer, and Squire, and White Mage. So the options are, they're advancing more, but they are not, they're not so, like, diverse yet. We don't have a huge pool of jobs, but definitely count, but you can for certain count on the prospect of, you know, me finding the right job for you. Or, you know what, maybe later in DMs when I unlock enough jobs, I'll ask you what you want. How's that sound? A bard, probably? Okay, if I imagine for certain that when a bard comes, they should definitely have bards here. If they don't, we'll find something equivalent.
I am eager to fight.
All right, I would like a healer.
I shall do my best.
Actually, let's remove you. I want you to level up. There we go.
It's time.
How's the audio, by the way? Does everything sound good and balanced?
Our luck is ill, that we should chance upon fiends such as these.
Sounds good? Cool. Awesome.
Some of us prefer fiends in a wood to a dull watch in Castle Garrett, Argath.
And some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face.
Enough talk. They come.
You know, when it comes to localization, I gotta think, like, I remember when Unicorn Overlord had caught some shit on, I think it was Twitter, about the localization of that game and how people were not, like, were going like, oh, it's not exactly like how the machine translated version of the script was, and yet not a peep of complaints on this game. And I'm like, I don't know. I remember that localization problem was really stupid.
Me then.
Oh yeah, one of the abilities you can use in this game is indeed throw rocks.
I must act.
Just shy. All right. You'll wait here. And how far do you attack? Okay, that's fairly far. Unable to use either laxative or usable abilities. Wait. Oh, it doesn't meet the requirements yet. Okay. Well, in that case, you wait. Wait, hold on. How far? Okay, only about that far. All right. So yeah, you go side by side here and wait. Okay, so I have to build up the ability to use some of these skills.
Ready.
It's time.
Nice miss, bozo. All right. You'll back up Ramza. Wait, can you actually back up Ramza? I think you can. Okay, can you aim above? You can! Okay. See you later. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Try to stay hydrated and cool, because this heat wave's a bitch. Like, seriously, man, like, people are having heat stroke and, like, full-on electrical failures. Like, people's powers have gone out and flickered, so stay warm and, you know, just hope it doesn't get too bad out there for you. Oh no, I'm bland. Uh-oh. Spin punch. What does that do? Does that have any particular things attached to it? Oh, let me see.
I'll handle this.
One enemy's down already. And that should kill.
Me then.
It's a good thing I bought eye drops when I did. Oh, but wait, they can't use them because I need a chemist. Oh boy, I really should think stronger about having chemists on my party.
I must keep moving forward.
Now what I wonder is 75% chance, 80% accuracy. Try it. There we go.
My turn.
Ready.
Ready.
I'm gonna go kill that guy.
Down with you. Right.
Okay, move forward. Yeah, let's do that. Move you forward, and then you can just throw a rock. Throw a rock. There we go.
Once we are clear of the Weald, we should soon reach Daughter.
Wonder what I'd end up getting off of these enemies when they turn to a chest. Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna have to keep a chemist on us. So, Aran, you're gonna be next on this. And I'm gonna have you... level. I wonder how beneficial it may be to... So, I'm guessing the accumulation of Squire job points is party-wide. Okay, so there are prerequisites to meet. And she meets the prerequisites to be a knight. Or a chemist. Okay. So it's a prerequisite thing as opposed to any kind of like... Okay, no, I see now. So if I want to change Ramza to a knight, he can be a knight. Okay. In that case, Aran, you stay chemist. You, I want to change to a knight.
Interesting.
All right. With that done, let's do this. Story section. All right, let's put our new knight. Wait, no, that's our squire. New knight. Our chemist. White mage.
To battle.
Probably have a ranged unit would be nice, but let's try this.
I said I know naught of it.
Do not speak false to me. I know what you've done. Where is Gustav? I will have it from you one way or another.
I don't know.
What of the Marquis? Where have you hidden him? Tell me. I will not ask again. Where are they?
The desert! They're in the desert.
The Sanrat Siege.
Hold!
The Order's swords. My luck turns foul with the weather.
It seems we did well to come here.
Have I not seen that man before?
You know him, Delita?
I have seen his face, I'm sure of it. It was at Egros, just after the war's end.
You'll pardon me my misgivings, but this has not the look of any joyous reunion. To arms!
You know, in retrospect, maybe I should have probably had an archer on here.
I've just remembered. That man. His name is Weegraf. He commanded the dead men during the war. A company of volunteers assembled from the peasantry.
What? But that would make him...
Aye. The commander of the Corpse Brigade.
And yet he was getting interrogated by somebody
I
else.
shall win glory.
Okay.
Let's get this over with.
Uh-oh. Ow, bitch. How much damage would you do? Not a lot. Let's have you go up this way. Wait here. Wait here. Your first move is you need to fucking heal yourself, dude. You just got shot in the knee. I used to be a chemist like you, but then I took an arrow in the knee.
I'll handle this.
Wait here. And then you're gonna beeline it to that archer.
It's now or never.
That's another archer. Oh boy.
I am ready.
Oh god.
My turn.
Okay, but there's casting time to consider. Ah ha ha ha. Okay, so spells will take multiple turns to do.
My life. I must keep moving forward.
I'm ready.
I mean, hey, at least that means my knight can go in. Oh. Well, when a unit's KO'd units. When a unit's HP is reduced to 0, it will be knocked out and unable to fight. A KO'd unit can be restored to fighting fitness with an item called a Phoenix Down, magic such as Raise or abilities like Revive. When a unit has been KO'd, a series of heart marks will appear above it. If all of the hearts disappear, the unit will turn into a crystal or a chest. After this change occurs, the unit can no longer be revived and will be lost forever. Well, it's a good thing that we have a guy that can give a Phoenix down. Do I not have a... Uh-oh. I thought I... Wait, huh? Hold on. I thought we had Phoenix down. Didn't I... Wait, is that for the other person? Huh? Huh?
That was a good one.
Victory is mine.
Alright, well, I guess we just gotta wipe this guy out in 3 turns, maybe. Or otherwise recruit another white mage.
Is this the end?
Where am I needed?
It's time.
I don't think my white mage is gonna survive. I thought I had it. Hold on. Hold on. No, I'm wondering, what the fuck? I thought you had...
Making preparations.
Yeah, I have Phoenix down, so why the hell does my chemist not have...
What is it?
Huh? Why do you not have Phoenix? Like, it was just potions, so what? Is it because I changed?
By all means.
Because there's no, like, item equip that you have on to use them. Okay, you can use job points to learn abilities. Oh. Oh, it's a job point skill to buy. Oh, that explains everything. Okay. So, if I were to go to,
What is it?
jobs, job progress. Oh, that's neat. That's actually quite handy. Learn abilities. Okay. Okay. This is the incentive to stay with a job for a while and gain more experience. Actually, that would be really handy to have. Equip axes. Regardless of job, that's pretty good. Beastmaster adds a hidden ability to all allied creatures and neighboring tiles. Ooh, more movement. Okay. You learn Phoenix Downs. In case I decide to change you to Chemist.
Me.
But unfortunately, you don't have enough JP to even get those. So in that case...
How might I help? Yes?
Oh no, you don't either. Fuck! Alright. You can learn... She can learn other stuff. Learning that will be good, and that will be good.
What is it?
120. Not enough for anything.
I'm here. Oi, oi.
What do you need?
Okay. Now that I see how this goes... Yeah. Now that I know how the job point system works... Okay, so they don't learn skills by leveling up. They learn what their job. They learn skills... They learn skills through using job points to acquire abilities. I see now.
Making preparations.
What do you want?
Need something?
Okay. Now that I know this... Ad break in 5 minutes, by the by, heads up. Can I just, like... Yeah, there we go. Just a one little grind fight. Get our chemist up to the amount where he can use Phoenix Downs. Wait, who's this guy with the mask? He's fun looking. All right. You're a squire, so I'm gonna throw you over there.
We will triumph.
Actually, what this has me wondering about is
You can rely on me.
if
All right.
come on, we'll use your words. Is if job skills carry over into other jobs when you learn the skill in question.
It's time.
Nosithos, you're a cool looking enemy. I like you. Oh, it bait. And of course, counterattacks. When you, yeah, sometimes they'll have a counter move, similar displays alongside outcome. Okay.
Come on.
Won't hit target, probably because a tree is in the way. Okay, no, range isn't very good. Wait on this. Try another rock. Throw rock. Throw rock.
Surprised.
Get some job experience up.
I'll handle this.
You hang back. actually. Reset move. Magics and aim. From the moment they are used, magics and certain abilities such as aim can take a little time before they will trigger. The length of time differs according to the ability, but as a general rule, the greater an ability's impact, the longer it will take to trigger. Right, so that's your balance. Problem is, I don't think that guy's going to stand still enough, so we'll just go normal attack. And then attack. There we go.
I feel stronger.
All right. Okay, ad break's actually about to start, so 3 minutes, then no pre-rolls. So hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we'll continue this and get into the story fight. And I think, yeah, that story fight will be where we stop. So BRB, everybody. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. I did also notice that just below the MP gauge here for Florence, that there's a bravery and a faith stat, so I'm wondering what the hell those mean. Do all of the spells like this? Oh, what? Magic with area of effects. Single unit. When units such as actions may be asked to target either a unit or a tile below it. If you choose to target a unit, the ability will trigger with that unit at the center of the area of effect and should the unit move. If you choose a target tile, the ability will trigger that tile in the center of the area of effect of no units in the area. Okay. Oh. Okay. So there is friendly fire and also helping enemies on accident. In that case...
Have faith.
Jesus Christ, Ramsey, you are getting your ass beat. Now, question is, can I get Ramsey with a potion from here? Yes.
Don't give up.
Imagine missing on that. Imagine missing a potion throw.
Right. It's over.
There we go. Spin punch probably just seems like their normal attack.
There we go, see that?
Not quite in range. That's fine, though. I'm gonna have to have my healer learn heal at some point.
Cheers for that.
Because I do not want to have to keep buying a bunch of potions over and over. Let's wait. Oh, my healer's not in a good spot.
No, not here.
It's up to me.
I shall not yield.
Let's see, who's after you? The archer? Well, we just pile on this guy.
A bitter draught.
Well, that was stupid. I forgot about the fucking thing. The counter.
It's time.
And that movement booster is really handy. Okay, that's the benefit of Spin Punch. I see now.
My turn.
Alright, no dead white mage. Yeah, that was just a boneheaded move. I forgot about the counter. I really do like the inclusion of the prelude as your victory music. Okay, was that enough job points to get our chemist to learn Phoenix Down? No. Only enough for antidote. Gonna have to do another one. Because he can't learn skills mid-battle is the problem. There we go. Let's fight. Alright, I'm gonna have Ramza sit out on this, actually. Actually, no, he should gain more experience.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to change you to at some point.
Ready.
Have you out. You're level 1 knight, so I should have you
I
out
stand
too. And then the chemist. And then
You
the
can rely
white
on me.
mage. There we go.
It's time.
Maybe I should make him a black mage. We'll see. Oh wait, no, I didn't change him to the chemist first. Change him to the chemist, then change him to black mage.
It's time.
Is it just one guy? Wow, it's just one guy. All right.
One step at a time.
It's just one dude. Okay. Wow. All right. Now I just feel bad. This is just gonna be bullying. It's just one enemy.
My turn.
must act.
It's time.
What's my next move?
All in a day's work.
Oh, healing, like supportive magic can miss in this? Oh boy. Well, that's gonna suck. Okay, now my thing is, $92. Okay, he can afford it. All right, Ramza, kill.
By my power, it's up to me now.
Yeah, magic can miss, or at the very least, supportive magic can miss. Huh. Okay then. Unexpected. All right, well, we got ourselves the JP boost we needed. Probably should also buy some more stuff too, just in case. First, learn Phoenix down. There we go. And now you can be a black mage. Problem is, when I changed her to a knight, she did not have holdovers from her old skills. Wait, hold on. Oh, you can. Ah.
What is it?
Yeah, you should learn how to throw rocks too. What I think would be good for you, though... just shy. Yeah, 75 points shy. 27. Okay, there's going to be a lot of depth to this that I did not realize.
Yes?
I should really... Okay. Sounds to me like I'm going to have to really consider the prospect of grinding this stuff off stream, the job system stuff. Because while it's nice, it's also a lot of menuing. And I do recognize that menuing is not the most enticing gameplay to see. Unless you're playing Death Stranding or something. Okay, I want my archer. I want my chemist. And I want
Certainly.
My knight. Actually, no. White mage. Commence battle.
To battle. I said, I know naught of it.
Just fast forward this. So I don't know who this person is that wants to know the Marquis's location. Is it Marquis or It's Marquis in this game, but I think it's Marquis, isn't it?
I've just remembered.
Alright, we skip this. It is nice that I can fast forward this. Jesus Christ, alright.
My turn.
Do you have counterattack goal?
An opening.
Do those achievements add things to, like, a thing I can turn in for a reward, or are they just achievements?
I'll handle this.
There we go.
Much obliged.
Jesus Christ, this guy hates my chemist.
It's time.
I need healing.
It's ridiculous, because I do not want my only reser to just go down like that. And this guy misses his fire.
I can't go on.
Oh, it followed me. Okay. But he friendly fired on his boss, which is the benefit.
The fruits of
So I
my
just need to get to
labor.
Ramza before he goes down.
I'm sorry. I've earned this.
Ah, shit. Son of a bitch.
There we go.
New heights.
And it missed anyway. Cool. Alright. Oh, boy. Oh, this is a disaster.
Is this where I die?
Probably should have cast Shell at the start of this fight.
There. No substitute for experience.
Alright, we've got at least 3 turns and 2 for Ramza.
What do I do now?
Alright, I'm fucking destroying you first. Okay, so...
I'm not ready.
I'm gonna have to start over. Shit. These mages.
My turn.
Yeah, I think this is a borked one, because they aren't gonna make it.
Easy prey. Me then.
And I can't do anything, because the... Yeah, there's nothing I can do about this, because literally the guest characters are the only ones left alive, so... Oh, you know... Change formation and retry. We just... Yeah. Holy fuck. Alright. So, Ramza, you stay there. I want my archer up here so he at least has dibs on going up there. Chemist, you're my reser. White mage, you protect against magic.
Forward.
Holy shit. Like, those mages just turn the tides immediately. Skip all this. Alright. Let's try this again.
I've just remembered.
And you're the commander of the Corpse Brigade. Alright, I should not be hasty. I'm just gonna go after my chemist because my chemist, I guess, accidentally scratched his car or something. I don't know what this guy's deal is. Do this to Ramza. Please hit, please. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Thank you.
Ready.
Nice throw.
Come on.
It's time.
Take out the mages first. It's usually the first rule.
This bode's ill. My turn, is it?
Actually, how far can I aim with just this? Okay, not very. So instead, I'll have you go here and aim. Cannot hit this target. Okay. How about instead? Okay, so aim is shorter than attack on range. Or no, it's not. I just didn't see the... Okay, well, too late. What is your fucking vendetta on my chemist, asshole? How do you even aim from there? Can one of y'all please get this guy? What is his beef with my chemist?
I'm ready.
Holy shit. Like, literally has only attacked my chemist. Like, I understand, attack the healers and stuff first so the party can't heal, but this feels fucking personal.
Ready.
My poor chemist. All right, protect. So this should help. Still the mage, but this is fine. Ramza takes much less damage. Jesus, that is a cut down on the damage. You, kill that guy. Fucking take him out.
It's over.
I understand he's gonna be a major villain, but Jesus, that archer needed to go.
At this rate. Now.
Gonna go after Ramza, isn't he? No. Okay, my archers just... Okay, archers just hate my chemist.
Oh, not done yet. Or never. I shall use glory. I will not give up.
Who's next after this? The fire attack is next. Okay, kill this mage. How much of a dick move would it have been if I missed that move? That would have sucked.
Not looking good. I'm in your debt.
Where to?
That's more like it. I won't let you down.
There we go.
Me then.
You gonna throw a rock? Yep. Should take out that archer, no problem. Never fucking mind. Okay. Fortunately, she's low on MP now. Do they gradually restore MP? I probably need ethers. I probably need items to bring these back. The MP.
Down with you. The story end. Huzzah! Just try and stop me.
must keep moving
Right
forward.
then. I could still fight.
Oh, the Black Mage is out of MP himself. Oh.
I'll handle this.
Okay, so Chemist needs to learn Ether, like, soon. That's what I'm learning off of this.
I need healing.
You're only allowed one action, so that was your one.
Leave it to me.
Gods above.
Can you throw a stone? Thank you. And then I'll have Ramza throw a stone at the Black Mage here.
I'm not ready to die.
And then you throw a potion at Ramza.
Don't give up. I needed that.
Thankfully, every class action that, or every action really that does something besides moving helps out the job stuff. That's pretty nice. Still kind of sucks that I run out of MP that fast. But I guess that's just the deal about early game white mages.
An opening!
My turn, is it?
Do that.
Victory is mine.
Okay, give a potion to the archer. Alright, that's handy. I'll take it. And then Ramza can get the final kill on this.
It's over!
There we go. Okay. Ooh. Alright, that could have gone worse. That first match, though, was terrible. But, hey, that could have gone way worse.
We know you're of the brigade. There's no use hiding it. Out with it. What have you done with the Marquis? Where are you holding him? You were with your commander, Weegraf, when we came upon you. 'Twould seem he cast you off as a lizard would its tail. Where has he gone? Where is your den? Mayhap a beating would loosen your tongue.
Enough, Argath.
Listen well. A great host, with the Order at its van, prepares a sweeping campaign that will bring to book your Turncloak Brigade. You will die. You will be hunted down to the last and slaughtered like the swine you are. For such is brigandry's reward. But you, pig, are a lucky one. Tell us what we wish to know, and you may yet keep your bacon. So, where is Weegraf?
How the bloody hell should I know?
I'll not bear your ribald tongue, rogue. Learn to guard it if you've not have it cut from your throat.
I am no rogue.
Tell that to the men you've robbed.
You nobles, sir, are all the same. You think every man born outside a castle's walls less than human. We fought for this kingdom at the peril of our very lives, yet the moment that the war was ended, you turned us out into the streets. What do you think makes you so special? Birth? Blood? What difference does it make?
You kidnap men for ransom, then dare ask the difference between us?
No, the Marquis's kidnapping was no plan of Weegraff's.
What?
He would never hold a man for ransom. Such a lowly act. It goes against all we believe in.
Then who was it? Someone kidnapped the Marquis Elmdor de Limbury.
Speak. If not you, then on whom would you pin the deed?
It was Gustav.
Who is Gustav?
Gustav Margrave, Lieutenant Commander of the Dead Men.
So the Corpse Brigade was behind the kidnapping?
No! We're not like Gustav. We fight to end the aristocracy, not to become it.
Okay, so there's a faction within the Corpse Brigade that wants to seize more power out of ransoming and then eventually rise to higher station.
To be treated as equals, as the men of honor we are.
The maggots know of honor.
That's enough, Argath!
So where is this Gustav?
In the Samrat siege.
Sandrat?
You are not of Galleon. Small wonder you've not heard of them. Sandrats are unique to the Zeklaus Desert, north of Dorta.
Your point being?
Do any villages lie in the desert?
Villages? No. At least, not anymore. But the Desertmen once built a settlement by an oasis, and its ruins remain.
Then that's where we'll find Gustav and the Marquis.
Aye, like as not.
How can you be so certain?
Asich is a Sandrat's burrow. It's home.
Hmm?
All right. So we'll get to helping on rescuing the Marquis after, or the next time that we play this.
Making preparations.
Yeah. Well, so far, this game's got a very good first impression on me. Like, really love the setting, and the characters are really good so far. Fucking great voice acting, too. Like, holy shit, this voice acting is really good. But yeah, so far so good on the first stream of this. We had one restart because, frankly, I was getting fucked badly. But overall, good time, very good time. So yeah, I'm excited to get to play through this. I don't know how long this may end up going, but as I said, for the grindier sections, or if I ever find that I might need to grind, be it for job points or for a specific skill, I will probably do that off stream, just to, you know, save you all the time and everything, so that we can kind of keep the pace of the story on a move along. I had to do the same for Metaphor Refantasio towards the very end, so yeah. But regardless, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm excited to get this going, and so far, as I said again, I like how the world is set up so far, and that the politics and everything are very front and center about how this conflict arose and ended, about how it's like a king that wanted just kind of an excuse to go in and seize more property by doing some kind of bullshittery about claimantship over a second kingdom due to a blood relation, which is like, oh man. So I'm gonna just skip that. But yeah, good stuff so far. Would recommend so far, really nice. So for VOD watchers, if you want to see when I'm streaming live, I'm usually live every Tuesday through Thursdays, at least for the summer, from 7 p.m. at 7 p.m. CST. So if you want to see when I'm live next, be sure to check my Blue Sky as well as my YouTube posts for when I'm live and where my schedules are. So yeah, take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay hydrated, keep your posture checked, be good out there, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.